Hello everyone, it's Mimi again from Mimi's Worms, and today we are going to check on our worm bins that has mostly only cardboard in it and see how they are doing. So our first bin, we have some banana peels over on this side, and let's see how our worms are doing. Oh yeah. So, can you see that there's a bit of a worm ball right there. And it looks like we have another banana. And the worms are moving right on into that. And then over here, we have some lettuce. Now, these two foods break down pretty quick, so it doesn't usually take them too long to plow through that. We also don't have as many worms in this bin, but all this darker material that you're seeing, that is castings. So they've already started really, look at there, there's a worm inside that little ball of cardboard. So we don't tend to mess with these bins too much. We like to kind of set them and forget them. But now when you're using just cardboard and fruits, you are going to need to use some grit. We used oyster shell flour, which you can find in our store, which is mimisworms.com. We also have microbial food that helps feed the microbes to help populate more of the microbes, because that's what the worms actually eat. So that is a good thing to do for your worm bin, is make sure they have grit. And here is our second bin. Sorry, I'm having to hold the phone with one hand. And here, I already see we have a worm on the bubble wrap there. Now this one we mixed with peat moss and some shredded cardboard. And let's see how our worms are doing in this bin. So here we have a banana. I'm going to split that banana to get it going. And we do have some worms down on this end. Not sure what we did down here other than cardboard. Looks like they're down where most of the moisture is. Oh, we had another banana right there. Look at all those worms. There's the worms right here under this banana. And I also feel it's a little bit warm, not hot, but a little bit warm. So they're enjoying that warmth from that banana breaking down, because our temperatures have dropped here. So they are liking having a little bit more heat there, and that will also cause them to congregate when it's cooler. They're going to want to go wherever it feels the best to them. Kind of like when you're walking around a grocery store and you find that heat, especially if you're over in the dairy or meat section and it's really, really cold, and then you walk down the aisle where the heat's coming out the vent and you stop for a minute to thaw out from being in the meat section. And here is another bin that is all cardboard. And I see a little bit of dryness on the top, but it's not too much. There is a fair amount of moisture still in the bottom. I see we do have a banana here, so let's see what's going on. Oh, look at there around that banana. Look at that worm ball right there. Let's see if I can get this. This is right on a banana peel. Oh my goodness, it goes for a minute. That is a worm ball, ladies and gentlemen. They are enjoying this banana. I'm going to open it up for them some more. And like I said, there's still a good amount of moisture down there. So we may spritz a little bit more water in here just because it is drying out a little bit. So I'll probably mix this up some and then add a little bit more moisture to this bed. The worms look very healthy. And again, this would be one that we would add grit to because it's mostly cardboard and microbial food. And again, that just helps the microbes to feed them so that the worms have more to feed on. Our last bin, let me see if I can get this one out. Our last bin here, it is, I'm going to pull back down here in the light where we can see a little bit better. It is mostly cardboard. There's a lot more moisture in the bottom of this one. So as you see, right under this banana peel, we have another huge worm ball. Now, I do smell a little bit of odor in this bin, so that tells me there's a little bit too much water. So I'm going to mix this bin up because there's a little bit of drier cardboard on the top and let that soak up. As you can see, you might can see there's a little bit more moisture in the bottom. And we don't want this bed to become anaerobic. So we're going to mix it up and let some of that drier cardboard soak up a little bit more of that water. And here we have a corn cob. Let's see if we can see what's going on with it now. It has started sprouting. I love to watch this corn sprout, which is perfectly fine because the worms will eat that as well. We have a, looks like maybe celery core there. I'm not really quite sure. No, it might be a turnip. I'm not sure, but it has started sprouting. So we have a nice top on that. But right here where that corn was, we have another nice bed of worms, if you can see that. Uh-oh. Figure out what I did, guys. Oh, I turned it around. Okay. Again, this one is very, very moist, but again, that's where all your doggone worms are. I want you to look at that. So you just want to make sure there's not too much water, because again, you don't want it to have foul smells, but you do want it to have plenty of water. And it's just very amazing to me at, even when it does smell foul, there just seems to be so much worm activity around that water. So just makes me wonder, you know, I don't know. I've not lost worms due to it before, but you know, I'm trying to go on what other people before me have experienced. So try to take on the air of precaution and not put too much water in there. Of course, we don't want them swimming and drowning by no means. But this is very, very wet. And this is where they're at, folks. And that's also generally where we see more cocoons and action, you know, going on with these worms. So these are juvenile worms. We're growing them up. There's a few adults in here. You can see by their clitellums. Let me see if I can, oh, there it is. See by their clitellums, that is a full-grown worm. That clitellum has not swelled up, so it is probably not being too sexually active, because I don't think there's a lot of adult worms in here, so it may not be founded a mate yet. So that is all of our bins that we have over here at the time that have worms in them that have already hatched and are growing. And we're just going to let these continue to grow. And then at some point, we will split these bins up. If you guys have not hit that notification bell, go ahead and do that so that you can be notified when we have a new video come out. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a thing. And if you do have any questions, please drop those down in the comments and we'll do our best to answer. If you look back at our videos, I'm very active on my YouTube channel. I tend to make sure that you know that I saw your comment by liking it. And if there's a question, I try to make sure that I answer it. If you just want to say hello to us, that's fine too. Until our next video, you guys have a wonderful day.